Hi guys, girls, Mark Crossfield here with Coach Lockey. We're out here in Dubai actually for doing a little bit of filming, but we're going to do, before we tee off today, I just want to show you some ideas around tee height. I've done lots of videos on this, but I still see people not quite seeing the full sides of this. So let's show you what tee height can do for your game and why you should be thinking about your tee height, what you're losing, and you should be experimenting with it because it can get you out of some sticky situations maybe sometimes. So I'm going to start with my standard tee height. My standard tee height is around, so the ball is about kind of half above the club.
That's like what everyone's kind of taught at the start, aren't
Yeah.
they? Driver, half a ball above, half a ball below the top line.
So this is what my movement delivery is built around, a tee height of about here, so kind of middle of the ball in the middle of the club. That's what everything that I deliver is built around. Let's show you a few shots of that. Nice straight shot. This is where my delivery is kind of built around. You're right there, man.
Arrow, straight shot, that's laser.
So if we look at the numbers of that, my delivery generally is relatively straightish.
Yeah, so you're averaging 2.5 to the left.
So I'm slightly to the left,
Yep.
average, but I think I had one high one, didn't I? I'm normally around one-ish I would want to be.
Yeah, you're 0.5, and then the second one there was 3.8.
Yeah, so, and I feel pretty straightish, basically. Like I could literally hint the ball position back and I would zero out if I wanted to, but that's what I feel is going to create a pretty straight shot. What about things like up?
Angle of attack, you're 3.3 up on average, 4 on one, 3 on the other.
So I'm hitting up at that ball with that tee at that height, and that allows me to feel like I can get the strike in an appropriate place, and it feels like I can get the paths in an appropriate place, because remember, your paths are going to relate to how up and down you are in a 3D world. If the club is moving down, so if you imagine it's doing a circle, it's doing an arc, if it's moving down or up on that arc, you're going to catch it at different points of it being more to the right or more to the left of wherever your kind of bottom of your arc would be. Strike.
You were a tiny bit toe on both.
Yeah, which is my standard strike, kind of slightly toey,
Yeah.
high toe, which again, why that medium to high tee makes me feel like I can get it there. And then what about speed? It's quite warm today for us.
Speed, you're 111.
Yeah, that's not bad out of the
111.6.
plane, like we got in late last night, so I'm quite happy with that, and that's the warmth doing that.
Yeah.
Because I reckon back at home that would be,
108.
yeah, it would start in at 108s to
Yeah.
110s. To get to there, I'd have to have hit 20 more balls kind of thing.
And you're wearing shorts and t-shirt.
Ah,
Like not
the guns are out.
Not 3 layers.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm now going to tee it lower, and when I say tee it lower, like I am putting this ball
Oh yeah.
like right in the middle of the club. So literally now I've got the ball teed up pretty much in the middle. Like it seems super pretty low, and like lots of you won't see many amateurs teeing the ball this low really ever. Lovely little kind of low drilly cut.
Yeah, beautiful.
This tee height to me feels like I'm going to lose speed, but I just feel I could like knock flags out with it because it feels like an iron shot.
And that's where I think, like you saying, not many amateurs use it. It's because of that loss of speed, and most amateurs don't have the speed to lose, do they?
Correct.
Like most of my lessons, I'm literally like promoting, tee it up, hit it up on the way up and everything. Like stop
But then
losing speed.
in contrast to that, I still see lots of people saying that they hit freewood for safety. So I think there are plenty of situations out there where, let's say they're hitting it 200 yards and they need a drive to go like 170 to 190,
Yeah.
but it's uber arrow straight kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Rather than going to a three-wood with a small head, this is a possibility, surely.
Yeah, definitely.
And this guy here obviously doesn't know I'm doing a tee it low part of my video, because he seems quite happy as he goes past.
He's got a nice cage.
Because I am literally going in there. Let's do another one. Like this is where I feel like I want to swing it at 125, and this pops
And
me
drop
back to
back.
120.
Yeah.
But I've got that accuracy. You can see where Tiger had his like punch iron drilled stuff, and he used to hit a little drilled driver too, didn't he? Sometimes, and I get it.
You
like
see Justin Thomas do it
Yeah.
quite regularly, and like they've all got the ability to do it, haven't they?
like that's a pretty average hit. See, it's got a bit more curve,
Yeah.
but that's still hitting target.
That's right side of fairway, isn't it? Like that's in play.
I literally feel like I could be here all day with this. And I do feel like I can go with it fast. I don't think I can go with it as fast because I stay in my lead side a bit more. So I do feel like I'm not getting out, but I do feel like it's aim up the left, give it a wallop, and it's going to come back nearly every time. So if we look at the numbers of those,
Numbers are interesting. So
paths must be going way left.
path and angle of attack are the biggest change. So path is 8.4 left, 9.3 and 8 left, like a massive change there, averaging 8.6 to your 2.5 left on the standard shots.
Yeah.
And angle of attack, massive change to now hitting down 2.5 on average.
And where's the strike on the face? I imagine it's more centred to nearer the bottom, but
you're actually a bit toey still, but a lot lower than what your standard was.
yeah. And the thing is with this one, which is why I think lots of amateurs don't play this shot, is if I aim the way I was aiming for my normal game, like it's literally just going where they're always fighting that right. So I was naturally going more up to the left with my aim.
Up that aim with face and body.
Yeah,
like,
face was pointing at the left tower.
Yeah.
Feet were pointing at the left
Floodlight.
light tower,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
left of the tower, and then I was just swinging as hard as I can, exiting left, and I
Yeah.
knew it was just going to go like that every time. So it's actually, because what's always interesting, I think, for amateurs, it's this shot they're scared of, but this shot they can actually use and play
Yeah.
in situation. Now, the only reason you don't see me playing this shot that much is because generally in history of me playing, I'm relatively straight with my driver.
Yeah, you don't need to play.
So I don't feel like I need a straighter version.
Yeah.
I know I've got a straight version at my normal speed.
Uh-huh.
But if I was in any way worried, like I know this is a shot you would definitely consider.
This used to be my standard as an amateur.
Yeah.
I had a bit of speed, so I literally aimed at the left and
Cut it back.
and it was so low. Remember that first lesson that we did together?
Oh, yeah,
I was
yeah,
six down,
yeah,
I think,
yeah.
cutting it low, literally head height stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's tee it up high now and see what happens. So when it's up high to me, I just see Joe Miller.
Yeah.
Long
Launch it.
driver, I feel like I want to go wider, tilt back, and I do feel like I just want to like give it everything I've got. It really feels like I can go for it, and it's because I'm a massive vertical player. Like I am really going up when I hit the ball. I push out of this lead side, my vertical traces on my force plate go up, and this just kind of plays into it a little bit. I do feel like I would have to relearn path a bit because I feel like I'm going to be so much further up that I am going to feel like I have to be more out that way because I'm getting up at it so much that I'm actually, even though I feel like I'm going to the right, I'm probably catching it nearer zero to the same point I catch any of them. Like you do feel like you can just launch it from up there, don't you?
And yeah, your path is pretty much the same as what it was for your standard. You're marginally straighter. So you were 2.5 to the left with your standard, and now you're averaging 2.1.
And what's happening to the angle of attack?
Angle of attack, again, you've gone completely the opposite to the low T, and now you're 5.6 up on that last one.
So I'm not making the same swing with each club.
No,
so
let's T height.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk a little bit, and then strike, I presume I'm centering it. I did get one high, I felt.
That's higher, yeah. That was 11 millimeters high, the first one, and a bit toey. And then you've gone back to where you probably optimize slightly toe and pretty much centered a strike.
So how could the average golfer use this information? Well, let's think about this. I'm manipulating my strike. I'm manipulating my club path a little.
Yep.
You would know it, well, a lot when it came to the low tee.
Massively, yeah.
I'm manipulating my
Angle
ball
attack.
speeds and club head speeds.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I felt like my fastest club head speed was when it was teed up.
Club head speed definitely the highest when you're teeing it up, nearly 113 to 112 and 110 on the low one, 3 miles an hour.
And then I'm basically manipulating every part of my delivery there.
Yeah.
So the way you guys and girls could use this at home is to find your standard. So I have my standard, and I'm going to play 9 times out of 10 from my standard. So like, I'm really going to use my standard. Your standard would vary. If you're someone who wants to hit down a bit more, wants to hit up a bit more, there's no better or worse here. It's whatever's functional for them. So once you found your standard, so I'm going to now find my standard, which we said at the start of the video, which is half above the height of the club. If I feel like I can hit target from there, which I do, it's another score. I am then going to work my variations on top of that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go here, first tee today, we're playing later on, first tee. Let's say I'm feeling a bit anxious. I'm just going to tee it down a little bit.
Tee it down, aim up the left.
I'm going to aim up the left, face up the left. I feel my anxiety is making me change my ideas, and I'm just going to swing hard and just let it move back somewhere to the fairway, maybe right side.
It literally sounds like you've teed off like I'm about to.
Yeah.
A little bit anxious, aim up the left.
But I've been thinking about how many people watching this who are anxious at the first tee.
Oh, so many.
And they're not trying to deliver the club. They're literally often petrified in emotion. I'm taking pretty much motion out of that. I'm setting up for a way to promote a certain shot. Now we get to the 18th here, which I think is over the water, and I want to reach it in 2 because I'm having a bad day and I just want to enjoy the laugh. Now I'm going to tee it up. Now I'm going to whack it up high. I'm going to move my, look at that, ball position slightly further forward, nice wide stance. I want to reach this one in 2. I'm going to try and get a 115 club and send it. And it's high, so I'm getting the carry, I'm getting it over bunkers, those kind of things. In a round, I would definitely play at least 1 shot from a different tee height. And if that's not just your driver as well, this is focusing on driver, I definitely do it with my other club. So, for instance, my 3-wood from the deck, little fade.
Cut, yeah.
Right, if I hit this one now, you won't get the numbers, I'm not in the hitting area here, but you'll be able to see it on the back camera here. See that lovely little drop to the right?
Yeah.
Like, it's literally beautiful. Now, if I want to hit this one on a tee, and these patterns and rules are going to play through to my irons as well. Less when I go to shorter irons with more loft, but 5-iron, 6-iron, hybrids, this rule will play.
Yeah, 6-iron to longer, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. So for me, this one now, I'm aiming straight to slightly up the right. Feeling like I'm going to hit it straighter to anything. This one might draw a little. That little, I mean, that's pretty straight because I caught it slightly on the heel side.
Wind slightly off the left too.
And if I caught that more on my toe side, that would definitely turn. So I'm using my tee height with all my clubs, and I really want them to start using their tee height.
You just learn more, don't you? If you're practicing it as well. You might find the right path for you all of a sudden. You might find the right angle of attack. You might find the right strike. It's just, no, everyone's trying to perfect that standard, aren't they?
Yeah. But they're not willing to practice around the standard, what they think is standard.
Yeah.
Let's get some tee height variation going in your practice routine, see what difference it makes. I mean, you can see there, it's changing every aspect of my delivery, from speed to strike, the club path to face, angle of attack, simply by moving that ball higher or lower on that tee. And remember, there is no correct, you just need to find what's functional for you.